I'm Leela, here to share a yoga practice with you using a foam roller. For this part of the sequence, we're going to focus on our hips and our legs. So let's come onto the yoga mat. Press your hands into the roller to stabilize the roller and step your right foot over the roller. Turn your body towards the side of your mat and sit the outer left side of your pelvis onto the roller. We're going to roll out the outer thigh from your hip all the way down to your knee. This area is the IT band, or the iliotibial tract, and it's usually tight on people. So you can control how much pressure you put on the roller with your feet and your hands. So for more pressure, you can bring both legs on top of the roller and continue to roll from your hip to your knee. When you find a tender point, breathe into it. It will dissipate. And then move on to the next point and breathe into it. So to roll out the front of your thigh, turn your pelvis to face the floor, and then you can roll out your quadriceps, the front of your thigh. You can roll all the way from the top, from the front of your pelvis to your knee. So after rolling out the side of our leg and the front of our leg, we're going to come into a stretch for the back of the leg. So let's step that right foot in front of the roller again and take a seat on the roller. Extend your right leg straight and bend your left knee so that you can bring your left inner thigh right up against the roller and your left heel is underneath your pelvis. So for this part of the sequence, you may need a yoga strap. Let's inhale to sit tall. And exhale, fold forward. Let's reach with our opposite hand towards the foot. So your left hand can wrap around the ball of your right foot. If the foot feels too far away, we'll use a strap. Bend your knee enough to bring the strap around the ball of your foot, and then straighten your leg as much as you can. Let's pull back on the ball of the foot as you push out through your heel. Now to give a pulsation stretch to the calf muscles, let's alternate between pulling back on the ball of the foot and pushing out through the heel. So we'll push out through the heel and then push out through the ball of the foot. And so each time you pull back on the ball of the foot and push out through the heel, you'll move into a slightly deeper stretch for your soleus and gastroc muscles. So after stretching out our calves, let's move into a stretch for our hips, pigeon pose. Bend your front knee and bring your heel back towards the front of your pelvis. Straighten out your back leg, and you can point your toes. Let's sit tall. So for more stretch in your outer hip on your right side, you'll bring your foot away from the roller. For less stretch, bring the foot closer to the roller, closer to your pelvis. Let's exhale and bow forward. You can release onto one forearm or both. And this is where you may want to have a block handy to use as a support for your forehead. You can release your forehead onto the block and relax. Let's breathe deep. So you may want to continue holding this posture as I demonstrate the next one. The next posture is optional. It's Hanumanasana. For Hanumanasana, press down firmly into the roller to stabilize it. Straighten your front leg. And now sit as deep as you can onto the roller and to the point where the roller is able to support you. Let's sit tall and breathe. And with your next inhalation, extend your arms straight up. Exhale, twist towards the outside of your front leg, and then release your hands onto your legs. Let's keep twisting and then turn your gaze behind you. On an exhalation, let's unwind. And then bow forward. Walk your hands forward and then bow over your front leg. So now we can all meet up in the runner stretch. Let's pull back. Keep your front leg straight as you pull back. Lift your hips. And then plant your hands on your roller. Bring the roller underneath your calf. We're going to roll out the calf. Rolling along the calf from your heel towards the back of your knee. Let's release that and come on to hands and knees. So before we move to the second side, let's roll out our shins. Bring the roller underneath your shins and then plant your hands in front of the roller. So now we can balance on the roller and roll back and forth. You can use your hands and your toes to help you roll back and forth. Rolling out the shins is helpful for treating tibialis anterior. We're able to treat and prevent shin splints this way. We're going to move to the second side. So let's press down firmly on the roller and step your left foot in front of the roller. Turn your toes out and then turn to face the side of your mat so that you can sit on the outside of your right leg. So now we're going to roll from your knee to your hip to treat the IT band and vastus lateralis. So for more pressure, bring both legs on top of the roller. You can do this and drop down onto a forearm as well, which is helpful when you're wanting to hold the posture for an extended time. You can also turn your pelvis towards the floor so that you can roll out the front of your thigh, your quadriceps muscles. So from there, let's come back to hands and knees and step your left foot once again in front of the roller. Let's take a seat on the roller, extend your front leg straight, and bring your right thigh right up against the roller with your knee bent so that your heel is underneath your pelvis. So for this part of the sequence, you may want your yoga strap. So let's inhale to sit tall, and exhale, fold forward. If your foot is close enough, reach for it with your right hand, or use the strap. Bend your knee as much as you need to get the strap around the ball of your foot, and then straighten it out. Let's keep breathing, and then we can also give the pulsation stretch to the calf. You can push out through the ball of your foot, and then push out through your heel. By pushing out through the ball of the foot, we're engaging the calf muscles And then by pushing out through the heel, we're stretching them. So from the calf stretch, we'll move into our pigeon pose. So for pigeon pose, bend your front knee and bring your heel towards the opposite side of your pelvis as your knee goes wide. And then straighten out your back leg. Let's sit tall and breathe deep. And then exhale, fold forward. If you want to use your block as a pillow, place it underneath your forehead and rest onto it. The next posture is Hanumanasana. You can choose to stay in the pigeon pose, since Hanumanasana is optional. Let's plant your hands on the roller and extend your front leg straight. Tuck your back toes under and push out through your front heels and pull your front toes back towards you. Sit tall and breathe deep. Let's inhale and reach straight up with your arms. Exhale, twist. Release your hands onto your legs. Keep twisting and turn your gaze behind you. Breathe deep. On an exhalation, unwind and bow forward. We can all meet up in the runner's stretch. For the runner's stretch, walk your hands back closer to the roller and then pull back so that you can draw your heel back and lift your hips up. Plant your hands on the roller and bring the roller underneath your calf. And now you can roll out your calf. Our next posture is paschimotanasana, the forward fold. We're going to take a seat on the roller with both legs in front. So take your seat. And bring both legs together. Straighten them as much as you can. Let's sit tall. You may want your yoga strap for this forward fold. Exhale, fold forward. You can reach for your feet. If you can hold on to your feet, do so. Otherwise, reach for your strap. Bring your strap around the balls of your feet. And use your hands to hold on to one end of the strap. You can hold the forward fold as long as feels comfortable. When you're ready, inhale to sit up. That concludes our restorative yoga sequence using the foam roller. I appreciate your time and hope you'll leave questions and comments. I'm Leela with bodyworker.org. Namaste.